Already. Oh no, tries to cover the high recovery again. Mang0, what is this? What is this? Oh, Mang0 with the...
Okay, Mang0 air dodging. Gets weapon. He's living with the air dodge. He's gonna down air.
He back airs
I think
instead.
that's a C-stick malfunction.
And that'll
he
do
gets it there.
So many opportunities.
Wait.
In the NBA, like someone didn't want to like game 7,
Right.
they come in real hot.
Right.
They have to be hot.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh.
Bad to bad.
When someone is passionate about Super Smash Bros. Melee, it's an excitement that they want to share, show their friends just how amazing the game can be. And one of the best ways to do that has always been to show off a player who has style. Combos that seem ridiculous, decisions that leave you with a dropped jaw, and a playstyle that makes you want to see them win. There are only a handful of players that fit that description at the game's top level, and the greatest of them all is Mang0. Let's go back to the beginning. December 10th, 1991, the day that Joseph Marquez was born. But of course, you know him best as Mang0. That's a nickname that he got from playing Counter-Strike way back in the 5th grade, and it kinda just stuck ever since. Mang0 grew up in Norwalk, California, a suburb of Los Angeles that was once best known for its crime. Yeah, it probably wasn't the best place to grow up as a kid. And who knows, maybe without Smash, Mang0 would have grown up to be some mafia kingpin. See, video games are something that he's always been good at. Even as a kid, before he heard of competitive gaming, he would always do well against his friends. But it wasn't until around 2006-2007 that he started showing up more at tournaments, making his way onto the scene with his aggressive, read-heavy Jigglypuff. Now, most people who go to their first ever tournament will get downright bopped, drown in pools, or go 0-2 in bracket. Basically, they get put in their place. But not Mang0. Right from the get-go, Mang0 left an impression. His earliest recorded results show him getting 9th in singles and 4th in doubles. That's pretty good considering that Southern California has always been one of the strongest regions in competitive Melee. By that point, he was already friends with Joey Aldama, aka Lucky, who was his main partner for training and doubles. But in a way, they were more than just training partners and friends. They were best friends and rivals, and they pushed each other to keep getting better and better at the game. However, it quickly became clear that Mang0 was on another level. The difference in their skill level just kept growing and growing as time pressed on. And it wasn't just Lucky noticing this. It was becoming undeniable to everyone in SoCal that there was something special about Mang0. And in that first year of competing, he would already go on to make history. This is EVO 2007, Mang0 vs Mewtwo King, a best of 1 pools match. Now, if you aren't already familiar with him, Mewtwo King is one of the greatest players of all time, and that statement is especially true in 2007. At the time, he was nearly unstoppable. But that's just the thing, he was nearly unstoppable. It was only one game, and it was on a stage that favors Jigglypuff, but this win was groundbreaking, and it single-handedly put Mang0 on the map.
I just play Jiggly, and like, the thing I try to do is when people make mistakes, I try to rest them and punish them for making that mistake. They wait for you to miss, and they just kill you for it, and mess you up for it.
For such a new player, this kind of run was ridiculous. He ended up finishing in 3rd place and winning $1,000 to go home with at the age of 15. His playstyle was like his personality, reckless and fearless. Even back then, Mang0 was always the one engaging his opponent. He brings the action to you because he's really freaking good at knowing how to punish your next decisions. That's what makes him so deadly, as people would find out at Pound 3. After losing in the very first round of the tournament, he destroyed the competition like a bulldozer. He went through top East Coast players like Chudat, Azin, and PC Chris. And then he got to Grand Finals with Mewtwo King. But this time it wasn't just some best of 1 set. This was the real deal. A proper best of 5 set, and he'd have to do it twice to win the tournament. Surely what happened at EVO was just luck, and this time Mewtwo King would win. But this wasn't the same Mang0 from EVO. Already he had improved dramatically. His spacing was better. He was a little more patient when he wanted to be. He knew more punishes, and he was even better at learning people's habits. He took the first set. And then he took the second set. And just like that, he had completed one of the most legendary losers bracket runs in the history of Smash. That type of thing would eventually become a staple of his career. But first, Revival of Melee happened. This random weekly in New York turns into a massive event because people were calling Pound 3 a fluke, and Mang0 wanted to go to the East Coast and prove everybody wrong. Mang0 dominated the bracket, even pulling out his Falco secondary. And then in Winners Finals, he once again meets with Mewtwo King and wins.
Mang0 takes the lead on M2K's counterpick now. Okay. Whoa. Okay, well that's dirty.
It's dirty because there's no risk involved. You just jump.
And then he beats him again in Grand Finals without dropping a set.
Mewtwo King getting too anxious.
Oh my god. He's gone for it.
Okay, for real, that was pretty, down tilt on one of the on the wing there.
Yeah, it's true. Oh, damn! Oh! I thought he was coming in with that forward air. Oh my god!
Wow.
And then everyone stopped talking, because it was undisputed that Mang0 was the best player in America. Anyway, the tournament lived up to its name and the competitive Melee scene was back in action. And with that surge in activity came the biggest Melee tournament to date at that time. Genesis. 290 entrants attending, and it would be the first time Europe's best player would come to America. The Swedish peach main, Armada. At the time, nobody thought that he would even be a challenge for Mang0. But when he got there, he destroyed everyone, including Mewtwo King.
Holy shit! Words can't describe the feelings that is in this room. Oh!
They met in Winners Finals, America versus Sweden. No, America versus Europe. Their matches went back and forth, but Mang0 lost. Maybe America didn't have the best player in the world. In Losers Finals, he 3-0'd Hungrybox and made it back to Armada for Grands. Except this time, he went full tryhard. Mang0 resets the bracket against Armada with a score of 3-2. And then he just demolishes him.
I don't know. That's how.
He takes home the tournament and solidifies his and America's position as the best in the world. But, okay, the thing about Mang0 is that he has this little habit of always following his highest achievements with some kind of major slump. At Relm 2, Mang0 showed up hungover playing secondaries, and he lost to Kage. Twice. Even with Jigglypuff. Now, to be fair, he wins Pound 4 shortly after this with an absolutely dominating run through the bracket. However, the beginning of 2010 would mark the beginning of a weird low period in his career. After getting banned from Smashboards for reasons, Mang0 and pretty much the rest of SoCal decided to pull a little prank. They came up with Scorpion Master 94, a new player that had beaten everyone in SoCal and was going to get top 3 at Apex 2010. But in reality, it was just footage of Mang0 playing secondaries, and then eventually Mang0 playing Red and Blue Mario. More than anything, this was a time when Mang0 wasn't really trying his hardest to win. And this sort of segued into a period where he would play other characters instead of his main. As a result, he had some pretty poor placements throughout 2010. Most notably his 25th place finish at Apex. Though he did get revenge on Kage using Link, which is pretty damn funny. This was something of a transitionary period for Mang0. It was a way for him to continue having fun with the game, and it helped him eventually settle on a new main. Because from here on out, Mang0's primary characters of choice would be Fox and Falco. His first big tournament as a Fox main would be Genesis 2 in the summer of 2011. Things go well in winner's bracket, including a win over Mewtwo King, until he ends up losing to Taj in winner's semis. But then he made his way through loser's bracket to grand finals with Armada. The set that they played was great melee.
Alright, man. You already know what it is. Grand finals, the rematch. Niggas is hype, son.
The use of dash dancing and clever recoveries, the unorthodox move selection, it was truly something to behold. However, part of what made it such a good set was the undeniable skill and stability in Armada's gameplay. And in the end, Armada would come out on top, leaving Mang0 to finish in second place. Oh, and also, Mang0 beat Taj so badly in losers finals that he forfeited the set, which is hilarious. Meanwhile, in the last couple of years, there emerged this newer Falco player from North Carolina named Dr. PP. But we're just gonna call him PPMD for obvious reasons. PPMD very quickly rose to the top of Smash while Mang0 was messing about. He'd already claimed victories over Mewtwo King, Armada, and many other talented players. In fact, Mang0 and him actually played at Pound 5 in the beginning of the year and PP won. But at Revival of Melee 4, they would meet again for the first time since Mang0 started taking tournaments seriously again. He beat PP in winners finals and grand finals to win the tournament. This revitalized, serious Mang0 was looking promising, but he still had a lot to prove. And then 2012 happened. Mang0 absolutely destroyed everyone that year, winning Impulse, FC, and the Big House 2, and earning more victories over PPMD, Hungrybox, Mewtwo King, and more. There were a few drop tournaments here and there, but it was becoming pretty damn clear that Mang0 might be the best in the world again. You might just say that the kid was back, and better than ever. In the summer of 2013 came the return of EVO. Now, there's a great story about how Smash got back into the EVO series, but we're not gonna get into that. The important thing is that not only was Melee still alive, but with 709 entrants, it was bigger than ever. And with Mang0's recent dominance, he was seeded as the #1 player in bracket. On day 1, everything went as expected. Mang0 styled on some opponents here, earned a few quick wins there, you know, all that good stuff. But then on day 2, Mang0 took a shocking loss to Wobbles. Mang0 still made it into top 8, but now he was in the losers bracket and would have a major uphill battle if he wanted to win. And oh, did he ever want to win.
So long for this one.
But again, avoiding it.
Oh, but barely missed that illusion.
Oh, nice down A to save himself just in that one situation, but still so
There it
close.
is.
And there it is, the up smash, and Wobbles is gonna go down. 3-1 Mang0.
Mang0 was the Super Smash Bros. Melee champion at EVO. This win was everything. EVO is one of the most watched fighting game tournaments ever, and it helped put Melee on the mainstream esports map. And the whole fighting game community just got exposed to one of the most incredible losers bracket runs of all time. Mang0 proved that he was once again the best player in the world. And there's something special about when Mang0 is on top. Unlike any of the other top players, Mang0 does it with style. He'll go for wild and risky options in a nail-biting tournament set. He's always looking for a way to win that is genuinely cool. In fact, he actively avoids playing safe just because it almost always ends up looking way more lame. And on top of that, he's funny and likable. Everything about him just seems to embody the spirit of Melee. I think that's why so many of us like seeing him as #1. His fans, the Mang0 Nation, were rejoicing, and people were starting to debate if Mang0 had transcended into becoming the greatest of all time. Now, I could go into the whole Hungrybox Mang0 beef and how Mang0 used to bully him when they were younger, but then Hungrybox picked the worst time possible to confront him about it, and then Mang0 answered that in the worst way possible, but I think you guys get the idea. After EVO, Mang0 took a brief hiatus from Smash to focus on his family. He needed a break from the game to spend time with his new son. Yeah, that's right, Mang0 is a dad. That might seem kinda wild considering that he was only 21 and evidently immature, but it would seem that becoming a father was a catalyst for Mang0. At the end of 2013, he was ranked as the #1 player in the world. And though he didn't win Apex the following January, there was this great moment that could only happen with Mang0.
Oh my goodness, people are what are they singing, Prog?
The Star Spangled Banner.
At the twilight's we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red flare, the bombs bursting in air, they proved through the night that a flag was still there. Oh, safe as that star-spangled banner get waved for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
With Melee making it into EVO, the release of the Smash Bros. Documentary, and the meteoric growth that esports was beginning to see, a lot of major organizations began taking an interest in Smash. And on May 6, 2014, Cloud9 signed their first ever Smash player when they picked up Mang0 to be part of their team. With so many eyes on Smash, more and more people were starting to heavily debate which player was the greatest of all time. And that conversation seemed to always come back to Mang0 versus Armada. All summer long, they went back and forth in sets. Mang0 taking MLG Anaheim.
Oh man, it's good. And that is a destruction!
Armada taking CEO, and then Mang0 again with Kings of Cali 4.
Oh my god! Beautiful combo from Mang0, combos him all the way across the stage. Just two swag
he keeps shooting him!
His shield is almost gone.
There it is! That's it!
And the back air! Mang0 takes the tournament!
Wow.
It was all coming back to EVO, which once again became the largest Melee tournament with its 970 entrants. This time, Mang0 made it into top 8 from the winner's bracket. But when push came to shove, Armada lost to Hungrybox before he could even play Mang0.
Hungrybox beats Armada!
And, well,
Trade. Not trade. And Mang0 does not take it yet. He goes for the up and throw up here. This time it hits, and we have our champion, Mang0, first place here at Evolution 2014 for Super Smash Bros. Melee Singles.
Mang0 won the tournament and became the back-to-back EVO Melee champion. And for the time being, it was officially settled. At that point, Mang0 was the best player in the world and universally considered the greatest to ever do it. After that summer, Mang0 started getting serious about Twitch. Streaming took priority over practice, and you'd think that make Mang0 underprepared for the upcoming Big House tournament, but despite not practicing and despite playing secondary characters in bracket against very talented players, Mang0 somehow manages to enter Neo mode and wreak havoc anyways, taking out top players like Leffen, Armada, and Mewtwo King to earn another massive first place result.
My ego cannot handle any more wins. I'm gonna explode. This is it. If I win one more big tournament, it's over. This was not supposed to happen.
It wasn't supposed to happen.
I played All-Star.
Unfortunately for Mang0, this would be his last time as the #1 player in the world. Starting with 2015, he would constantly underperform and bust her out. And while he did have some notably good performances that year, his overall results were a far cry from the expectations that everyone had for him. But on the flip side, he was absolutely killing it as a Twitch streamer. Because he has such a likable personality, it makes him genuinely fun and entertaining to watch as a streamer. It doesn't matter if he's playing Smash or some other game, his fans are genuinely happy to watch him stream. And over time, he started to develop new fans that were finding him through his Twitch stream and finding Smash through him. And like I said, it's not like he was exclusively underperforming in tournaments either. At Genesis 3, he had this incredible losers run in top 8 where his Fox was moving and playing so beautifully. He had fantastic performances at Gommel 2016 and What the Fox 2. At the Big House 6, he once again claimed first place by defeating Armada in 2 incredible sets. At Royal Flush in 2017, he claimed yet another victory over Armada, including a win over the now greatly improved Hungrybox. Even though his overall tournament performances have been nowhere near as dominant as they were in 2013 and 2014, Mang0 has still very clearly shown that he is both an incredible player and a worthy opponent. And what's remarkable is that he's managed to keep up this level of play while continuing to grow as a Twitch streamer, spending more time playing other games and less time practicing Melee. And thanks to Smash, he's now become recognized as an esports celebrity. He's been in commercials, Nintendo invited him to participate in the first ever Smash Ultimate tournament at E3 2018. He's started his own tournament series called the Mang0, his way of giving back to the Smash community. It all combines to make him one of the most accomplished players in the history of the game. Oh, and I mentioned that he's really funny, right?
Kind of do what you do and just play a bunch of games, but I'm kind of limited to how much
You can't do it like me.
That's in that aspect of playing. Oh my!
You can't do it like me.
in the aspect of
You
playing
wish you
multiple.
could
Shut
do
the
it.
hell up!
You wish you could do
I
it
hate
like
you.
me.
I forget what I was gonna say now. I lost my train of thought completely because you ruined my flow. What were we talking about?
How good I am at Melee.
That's not what we were talking about.
You want to let them know what happened at What the Fox? You want to let them know what happened?
We didn't bring that up at all.
Tell when I won 100 matches in a row.
You didn't win 100. You won like 6.
No.
And then you go online and said it's 119.
I won 119.
You posted 119 when it was like fucking 6.
It was at least 28.
You keep making up random numbers.
Because it was like 28.
You're so stupid.
It was at least 28 matches in a row. I don't know why you're lying. Why are you lying?
If there was one way that I would describe Mang0, it's that he's the lifeblood of Melee. The way he plays the game makes everyone around him cheer his name. He's endearing, funny, and sometimes a little bit too cocky. But he's also grown as a person before our eyes, evolving from that arrogant kid into a true display of good sportsmanship. His contributions to Smash have shaped the game into what it is today. And for what it's worth, in the eyes of the Mang0 Nation, he will always be the greatest player of all time. What's up, everybody? Thank you so much for watching my video. I'm Slush, if you didn't already know, and I just want to take this opportunity to shout out to my patrons. It's been about almost a year that you guys have stuck around, and that really just means the world to me. If you guys want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram, that's @SlushTV_. You can find it in the bottom right corner. And again, thank you so much for watching my video. Bye.